Hey guys, I hope you are enjoying your tribe time around the world. Today we're headed to Australia. So Australia is actually part of the United Kingdom and their government is kind of tricky. It's kind of like a democracy like the United States, but kind of like a monarchy, which is where you have kings and queens. Their population is 25 million people, making them a smaller country. Canberra is the capital, and we're actually going to learn about a few things you can see there in a few minutes. Their language is English, although their English doesn't quite sound like our English. And their currency is just the Australian dollar, which is just about equal to a US dollar. So their government, they have a prime minister, but then they also answer to the Queen of England. That's why I kind of said their government's tricky to understand. This is what the Australian dollar looks like. I personally would love for us to have money that's that colorful. But unlike other countries where their money does not equal a US dollar, the Australian dollar is pretty close. Their language. Okay, so guys, they do speak English, but I found this list of slang terms. If you look, they call a friend a mate, a tourist a freshie, shoes are chubbers, a kangaroo is a bouncy mouse. The list goes on, guys. They have some pretty crazy terms for some pretty normal words. Here is where I was telling you about the capital, Canberra. So what I did for you guys was I actually went on a researching tour of Google, our friend, and I found a lot of places for you to visit in Australia. So in their capital city, they actually have the National Dinosaur Museum and the Australian Reptile Center or Reptile Park. Guys, I would encourage you, I will have this presentation up. I have found many videos for you guys on Australia that explain these things in more detail than I could ever imagine. If I was with you guys, we would be watching almost all of them. So I would encourage you to go on these hyperlinks. They're the blue links. And watch these videos. Guys, there are some spectacular sights to see in Australia. The Australian Reptile Center even has a YouTube channel. And they talk about all the different animals that they have there. I got caught up watching it for like an hour. So the next city to visit in Australia is Adelaide, and it's actually the home of Kangaroo Island. This video tells you all about what you will find on Kangaroo Island, but guys, I can't get over that picture in the right corner where you see kangaroos and the most beautiful blue ocean that you'll ever see. Yes, that is sea lions down in the left-hand corner. They say that unlike California sea lions, they're actually kind of quiet and don't mind people. Cairns is the next place that you would want to visit in Australia. And guys, this is why. This is where the Great Barrier Reef is located. This is where all of your sea life, all of your amazing, colorful, wonderful sea life in Australia comes from. You'll notice the diver up in the right-hand corner. Guys, to dive here is got to be absolutely amazing. And notice they have to be very careful too, because if they step on the reef, they can mess it up. And that's some life form's habitat. I put Nemo down there in the corner for you guys too. Then you have Sydney, Australia. That's where most of us have heard of before. So the most famous part of Sydney is actually its harbor. We know this picture down here in the corner because I bet you saw it in Finding Nemo just like I did. That's actually the Sydney Opera House. The picture up in the right-hand corner, guys, is actually the Sydney Harbour Bridge. It is the heaviest bridge in the world, made completely of steel. Later on, I put a link that you guys can watch on how that bridge was built. What about the animals of Australia? Guys, they have Tasmanian devils. They have wallabies, they have kangaroos, they have koalas. I found this amazing video. It is a 1-hour video, so you may not want to do it all at one time. But guys, it is an amazing video of all of the animals that you could see in Australia. There's also a video of the strangest animals in Australia, which I thought was absolutely awesome. Here are some extra videos that I found for you guys. Like I said, the Harbour Bridge is there. Australia's animals, I found you another video for that. And a video from Nat Geo Kids. You guys know I love Nat Geo. It is all about Australia. I hope you guys have a blast going down under. See you later.